Well, hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 19th through the 25th of July. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have your guiding card for the month. Your guiding card is the Ace of Wands. You are being inspired. All the different things that are going on around you have got you all fired up. You've got ideas. You want to know about things in the garden. You want to know about things. You're thinking about ideas for all your areas. Work, home, family, friends, all of it. You've got plans, all right? So I appreciate your interest and your willingness to get involved with all your peeps. So be careful about who's interested and wants your ideas, but at the same time, be open about your ideas and letting things slip so that people know that there's good shit out there, right? You got some good shit. Perfect. So once again, I have some messages for you from my guides. My guides are talking to all 12 signs about how it's going to be important for us to stay open-minded because things will be revealed and we want to be open about accepting the information whether we like it or not, because some people we think we're holding pretty high up may not actually be worthy of that. They might be doing things that are totally against who we are as people. And when we finally see the truth beyond the illusion, because there will be illusions coming down in the next month, okay? In July, some illusions will be dissipated. So we'll be able to see behind the curtain and see who's back there running the machine and making things happen, very much like Oz, yes. So pay attention to what that is and how that's working, because when we see that stuff, it could be a little rattly, and we want to take in the information. Just don't act on it, okay? Whatever's going on, take it in, go break some plates if you need to, go be a little bit about it if it makes you mad, but don't act on it in a way where other people get hurt, because you're just trying to get out the feelings, journal it out, burn it, do whatever you got to do that way without hurting other folks while you're trying to process your feelings, okay? And of course, being flexible is going to be really important. So as things come your way, you want to be able to bend and weave without getting caught up in it. Don't let things snag you, okay? Because you don't have to get sucked into other things that aren't important, okay? If it doesn't influence your own life personally, maybe it's not for you, okay? Cool. And of course, if you're going to go outside, and we all will because it's July after all, we want to wear a hat, we want to have an umbrella, we want to wear sunscreen, we want to be prepared because the sun is stronger than we think anymore, okay? And it wants to come down and kiss you on the cheek and burn your face off, okay? So be prepared, all right? Now then, let's go ahead and get into the cards. So we have the 3 cards in front of us from the overview video. I'm going to get you a mystery card from the Mythic Tarot. And yes, what do we have here? Oh, this is the one right here. Perfect. We're going to save this over here, put Woody on it, and have him keep tabs on that so that we are ready and prepared. Everything will be just fine. We'll read this card at the end of the reading. We'll reveal it, and it will help give more detail about what's going on, okay? Let's get the Ocean Tarot involved here and get more detail about these first 3 cards, okay? We want to go in depth, see what's happening here, all right? So, the first, we're talking about the 29th through the 25th of July. We have the King of Cups. There's a gentleman of emotional-based gentleman who's going to be feeling his feelings and sharing his ideas about what's going on. He's going to be like, very impassioned. Whoever this person is, he's going to have a lot to say. Be aware of that. And make sure you limit your exposure, because it might be just a little too much time for you, okay? Not all people's sharing is necessarily intended for you, so we want to make sure that you're not over-tapped, right? That's good. And we have the Sun. Again, we have the Sun. We had it as your extra card last week, and now we have it right here as one of your main cards, and it's telling me that you're still in the learning process. You're in the 2nd week of your cramming in a month's worth of knowledge in just 2 weeks. So stay in the learning mode. Stay open to the information that's being provided. It will help you tremendously. And that is a good thing. My kitty is right here, and he's so excited to think about coming up and saying hello. I really don't want him to. I know, you're so cute. Don't do that, right? You don't want to be up here. It's boring. Okay, so indeed, Be prepared to stay focused on the learning process because it will be very beneficial to you. You have one more week of it and it will help you in a lot of ways. So you don't really even have time for Mystery Emotional, do you? We have the Six of Pentacles, showing that there is part of you that wants to help other people out as best you can. Not that you have any money to do that, so pay attention to what that means for you. That means you'll be giving of your time or your knowledge base, or you'll also have potential where you could, just hang out. Sometimes it is just as simple as that. And if you have like clothes or other things that you could have to offer, physical stuff that you might not need anymore, that you might be able to offer that could help another person out, you might find that works out and it could be very good for you. So keep that in mind. Possibilities are endless. Don't forget to clean out that closet or the garage, right? Now, what's going on here? We are talking about how where you're blocked, you are not building a strong foundation this week, okay? Something about what's going on here is not making your foundation stronger. I know, that sucks a lot. I appreciate the fact that that sucks a lot. So even though right now what you're doing here feels pretty good, but if you don't let it go into you, truly, it's just going to be like something you smear on your body, and it never goes into your skin. It just hangs out on the surface, and you never absorb it. And I feel like this card is telling me that whatever you're learning here, you're not absorbing it. You're just letting it be what it is, taking it in, learning it like a habit, and not taking it in as something I can apply elsewhere. So consider that possibility a problem if you want to, or not if you don't want to. But this card here is talking about how justice and fairness are blocked right now, so things won't be fair even as you move forward. So you're not building a foundation. Things are not fair, so you can't make them fair. So just be aware of that, and that will be what it is, all right? And this card here is talking about how there is no movement and there is no change happening here. Something is missing. There's a missing key in the process, so you can't go anywhere, you can't travel anywhere, you can't do the things or go anywhere or grow anywhere, okay? So that's very interesting. I think that because you're not allowing the information to sink in and become a foundation for you, you're blocking it from becoming a foundation. You're blocking yourself from becoming a part of this situation and allowing the fairness to come into you, or for the key to land in your lap. I think you're blocking it. Why are you blocking it, Virgo? What are you doing? What is going on? Okay, so let's talk now about this card here, which is all about your solution being your financial foundation. Some part of you is thinking only about your financial foundation and wanting, if you were to embrace what's going on here, all these things that you blocked yourself, you will find that your financial foundation could become stronger, because maybe you don't have a financial foundation right now, and all this stuff is trying to teach you how to make more money in a new way. But there's something that's telling you, I don't want to be associated here, which is ridiculous because you're there. So you may as well just do it. Get in there, learn it, allow for it. Once you have the financial foundation straightened out and you've absorbed this information and unblocked yourself, you will have a stronger financial foundation. The Eight of Swords here says if you find things that you want to change because you think that they're not as good as they could be, and you want to take control of a situation and feel more in charge of a situation, you'll actually have some influence. You just have to make him think it's his idea, but that's enough, and that will be okay. But pay attention to that truth, and if you never absorb this, then nobody gives a hoot about you, okay? And of course, the Page of Swords is here, showing that there is new information coming to you about ways to be even more empowered, even as we're dealing with the Eight of Swords. So you have the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. All of these are about possible empowerment if you'll only integrate. Allow yourself to learn and integrate. Don't just let it lay on the surface as, well, this will be a neat little project for the week. No, this is something where you could stay a while. You could hang out this place. You could have this place be your address for a while if you'll only just allow for it, okay? Just do it, because it's not like you got a hot date going somewhere else, all right, Virgo? So don't stop yourself from that experience, okay? Now then, let's get you one of these Path of the Soul cards. All right, so what do we have here? And no, not all Virgos are going to relate to every single reading I put out here, but do be aware that there's all kinds of Virgos out there doing all kinds of Virgo-y things. All right, so let's see what we have here. Oh, very nice. Yes, things are lighting up in you. So there's a whole section of this swirly thing here. One's lit up and one's in the dark. And we want to remember light and shadow are playing a part in this situation. You can live in the light if you want to, or you can live in the shadow. You have a choice. You're still on the fence about whether you want to be in the light or in the shadow. You've been given examples of what it is to live in the light. You've been given examples of what it is to live in the shadow. I'm not sure what feels attractive to you about the shadow side, but you know, the fact that there are many versions of the light side and the shadow side, you can pick and choose which one you're into, but I'm going to suggest that you look for more versions of the light side. If you are consistently seeing only one kind, then maybe go somewhere new and see what other versions of light side looks like, so that you don't always have to look at the same version, right? Because maybe it's not, there's always a way, right? And if I think that we get caught up in the idea that there's only one way to do this light side and only one way to do the dark side, we're lying to ourselves. That's another illusion. So let the illusion go, and remember that you can create whatever you want in the universe as far as the light side, as to how you want to stay in the light side. So get to it. Allow yourself to, maybe you've got a label that you're thinking about that's bothering you, and that you don't want, I don't want to have that label. Guess what? Maybe it doesn't matter if you have that label or not. The fact that everybody else in the universe thinks of you under that label is where you're at and what's happening, so it doesn't matter, okay? Maybe it matters less about the label and more about what's in your heart. All right, so I know we got a little intense over there, sorry. So let's talk about what your mystery card is, okay? Oh yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Hey, we have the Seven of Pentacles here showing that yes, there's going to be plenty of money for you if you go ahead and step into the light and stay on track for now. You can, in fact, save up enough money to take care of yourself and a little extra to play with. Just don't spend it all in one place, all right? So I really do see that as a probability and a possibility. Oops, sorry, that's what got funny. So yeah, I think that you're going to be really able to support yourself again. I think that something about being able to have that worth and value back in order for yourself will be truly remarkable. You haven't had it for a minute, so it's kind of acting a little funny. So yes, cool, cool, cool. All right, let's get you a pocket full of rocks, okay? Sometimes the rocks read for some, the cards read for some folks, sometimes they read for others, all right? So we have the clear quartz, we have a red jasper, and we have a blue calcite. All right, so red jasper is about a second chakra stone. It's talking about being very practical and down to earth and easygoing. It doesn't mean about getting highfalutin and very excited about all the pie in the sky ideas. We're staying very down to earth and grounded in the probabilities of what's going on for us. We're taking what's presented and not freaking out about what about what if? And I'm like, yeah, what about what if? Hey, we all could what if ourselves all over the place, but we need to stay here and now, okay? Blue calcite is talking about how it's a fifth chakra stone, which just means a throat stone. We want to use clean, clear conversations. We want to be very concise with our words. Don't get too frilly with all the words that we're saying. We just want to say what we need to say and be done with it, okay? It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't need to be extra. It just needs to be, hey, this is what's going on. Okay, cool. This is clear quartz. It will always point towards my feet, so to speak. If this is my head, this is my feet, and it will always point down. We're always bringing the light from above all the way through whatever chakra you're on, because this is an all chakra stone. It can go from the crown all the way down to the root, okay? And when we bring light in, it will blow out anything that's blocking it and move it on down through to the root. It doesn't mean that you're taking it from the crown and moving it down to the third eye. No, it won't work that way. It immediately leaves the body. It doesn't stop through all the other chakras on its way out. Okay, so you don't have to keep sweeping, right? Oh, it goes into one hole. Now it goes into the other hole. No, 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 no. It's just going to go in and then out. All right, perfect. So we're going to leave that down right here. And if you have a clogged chakra, you can unclog it with that clear quartz. Perfect. Nice. So once again, Virgo, my goodness, what a week, right? I say it every time, and I'm always impressed because there's lots of things here that I can see where you could grow and move forward if you like, but there's a lot of opportunities for you to do other things as well. So, and some of my Virgos are just really working on their situations. They might have some home stuff going on, not really having a meeting of the minds in that situation, or the ability to learn what you want to learn or whatever. So there's some stuff happening here that you want to pay attention to, but the initial reading of it was intended to definitely connect with some certain Virgos out there in the universe. I know that I say these things for a reason. I'm not sure what it is, but there it is. Ta-da! And I hope it was helpful. You don't have to carry those rocks if you don't have to, you know, if you don't want to. If you want to carry anything you want, by all means, carry whatever you want. Comment below. Let me know what you're carrying, how it's working for you. Go ahead and drop an emoji down in the comments below, so I'll add you to the hat when I'm doing a free reading giveaway. If you want to drop down where you're watching from in the comments below, then I'll add a pin to the map, and I appreciate the one of you all view for that, because the map is going to get really cool. All right, and of course, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so, because hey, it's going to be awesome. I love you guys. You matter to me, and I'm a little baby channel, so it's really obvious when you do a thing, and I really want you to have the opportunity to reach out and do those things, because it's super fun for both of us, okay? And of course, if you haven't checked the description box below, there's a lot of good things down there. You're going to find a list of all the fairs that I go to, so you can come out and see me at the Ren Fair in person. And of course, you'll see a list of all the decks that I'm using, so you can get them on Amazon or Etsy. You'll also find a link down there for phone readings, so that if I'm on the other coast when you need me the most, you can just post a request for a reading and we'll do it over the phone. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you, and we will talk next week all about the 26th of July through August 1st. Okay? Thank you.